Members of Kings Mountain City Council are here with us today. Scott Neisler, Jimmy West, Annie Toms, and Heather Lamont. Would you all please stand? Cleveland County Board of Education, Danny Blanton and Kenneth Ledford. Would you guys stand? Thank you all for being here today. We're also very honored to have one of our Cleveland County K-12 education partners, Dr. Stephen Fisher, Superintendent of Cleveland County Schools. Dr. Fisher, you got to stand, Dr. Fisher. Thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate the partnership that we have with Cleveland County Schools. Cleveland Community College Foundation, we have Commissioner Tony Berry and Alex Bell. Would you guys please stand again? Thank you guys for being here. We also are honored to have one former Cleveland Community College Foundation Board of Directors member here, Richard Dedman. Richard, would you please stand, sir, so we could appreciate you. Thank you for being here. We're honored also to have several of our former trustees with us, and I'd like to just call their names. Commissioner Tony Berry, Sheriff Alan Norman, June Yarbrough, Jason Falls, and Greg Melton. Would you all please stand? You guys at this table are standing an awful lot. We're also incredibly honored to have a member of the State Board of Community Colleges with us today, Mr. Bill McBrayer. Bill, would you please stand? Thank you for being here. I'd also like to recognize Cleveland County Manager David Cotton. David, would you please stand, sir? Thank you for being here. And I would certainly be remiss if I didn't recognize my wife, Elisa. Thank you for being here today and for all that you do to support me, first and foremost, but the college. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, I want to recognize several of the Board of Trustee members who are able to be here with us today. Beginning with, and we'll ask all of them to stand when I call their name, and then we'll have the applause after that. But beginning with Chairman Alan Langley, Vice Chairman Larry Hamrick, immediate past Chair Bill Turpish, Commissioner Kevin Gordon, Kenneth Ledford, Trustee Robert Queen, and Trustee Wayne King. I just want to say how much I appreciate the Board of Trustees, and just think about all that has been accomplished over the years. And none of that would have happened without your tremendous support, not only of the college, me, but more importantly than any of that, our students. So please join me in congratulating and thanking our Board of Trustees. And we're especially honored to have with us today former president of Cleveland Community College, Dr. Steve Thornburg. Dr. Petty, the college's founding president, was scheduled to be here with us, but unfortunately wasn't feeling well. And I'm not sure everyone realizes just how rare it is for a college of our age, 60 years, to have had only 3 presidents in its history. That kind of longevity didn't just happen by chance. It happens because each leader embraced a vision larger than themselves and built foundations sturdy enough for the next generation to stand on. So I want to just, I know Dr. Petty is not here today, but Dr. James Petty served, he was the founding president, served from 1965 to 1990, 25 years of service. Please join me in just thanking and congratulating Dr. James Petty. Dr. Steve Thornburg is with us today, and he served as our president from 1990 to 2017, 27 years of service. Dr. Thornburg, would you and your wife, Peg, please stand? I'm not sure what the secret sauce is. I'm in my 8th year. I have no idea how you guys made it 25 and 27 years, but I may need to have you on the speed dial to find out how that happened, but thank you so much for your tremendous service to the college. It's truly an honor to stand before you as we celebrate 60 years of service, growth, and transformation here at Cleveland Community College. Today, we aren't just making the passage of time, we are celebrating a story of people, progress, and purpose. When this college opened its doors in 1965 as the Cleveland unit of Gaston College, it was the product of bold vision and commitment to educating the residents of Cleveland County, because the Shelby Chamber of Commerce and the Cleveland County Board of Commissioners recognized a simple but powerful truth: education changes lives. Under the leadership of Dr. James Broughton Petty, our founding president, the college began with less than 40 students in 2 rented buildings in uptown Shelby and a handful of employees. Together, they laid the foundation that enabled this college to evolve to what we see here today. Only 2 years after those initial classes began, the college separated from Gaston College to become a standalone entity of its own Board of Trustees, and it was named Cleveland County Technical Institute. And I got to tell you, when I first came to Cleveland County and to this college, I still had people come to me and say, "Oh, you work at Cleveland Tech." So that was a long time ago. We don't have that much today. I think the tech has been dropped, although we offer a lot of technical courses. In the decades that followed those humble beginnings, the college's commitment to this community only grew stronger. The 1960s and 70s saw veterans returning home, seeking new opportunities through the GI Bill, and Cleveland Community College grew rapidly. The college used every available space it could find, including the basements of local churches. That growth spurred the need to find the college a permanent home. Eventually, the county provided the property that we are now here on today. From holding classes in church basements to opening the first permanent building in 1974, Cleveland Community College has always moved forward with one goal in mind, and that's serving people. Since then, we have witnessed remarkable growth in programs and facilities, and the lives changed through education. Under Dr. Petty's leadership, and later Dr. Steve Thornburg's, the college expanded in every direction. New programs were added, from college transfer to technology to emergency services to health sciences. The Paxoid Technology Center, the Brown Emergency Training Center, and the Bailey Health Center became symbols the college committed to innovation and excellence. Even the building that we are in today, the beautiful LeGrand Center, is a testament to what we can achieve when we all pull together, when we all work together. In 2010, when unemployment in the county soared, enrollment at Cleveland Community College did as well. Thousands of Cleveland Community College residents turned to this institution to reskill. And when COVID-19 pandemic hit in 2020, Cleveland Community College once again rose to the challenge. Faculty and staff had to find new ways to teach, to serve, and to celebrate our students, even holding a drive-through graduation so that our graduates could be honored safely, but with all the pride that they deserve. The moment reminded us that education is not about buildings or boundaries. It's about people and perseverance. In recent years, we have continued to grow, to adapt, and to dream. Together, we have transformed our campus with renovations and new facilities. We've added facilities that benefit employees and students alike: the fitness center, the Yetis Gymnasium, and the beautiful Yetis Athletic Complex. We relocated our C19 studio to a newly renovated space so that we can add an additional 10,000 square feet of very needed space in the Bailey Allied Health Center for the expansion of those programs. Thanks to the support of the state legislature, we were able to construct the 45,000 square foot Speaker Tim Moore Advanced Technology Center so we can lead the charge in training the skilled workforce that our local industry partners so desperately need. This new facility also houses Cleveland County Economic Development Partnership, which allows companies wanting to locate in Cleveland County to see firsthand the level of training that we provide, and they're knowing that we will provide that workforce they need. And thanks to Dr. Thornburg, we even inherited a 1930s prison where inmates are bused daily, and we provide training in many different areas and provide hope to those who are incarcerated so that they can secure employment when they are released. And we're not done yet. The county has generously helped us expand our campus footprint over the years. In 2022, the county gifted 25 acres that we now call the North Campus. It's about 2 miles up Highway 180. It houses our short-term training academies that are putting people to work fast. And in 2021, they provided funding for a parcel of land that's adjacent to this campus. And so the county is doing many, many things to help further this institution and provide the space that we desperately need. And earlier this year, we purchased an additional 21 acres adjacent to our North Campus. This was made possible from the generous support of our state legislature. These gifts and other land acquisitions have allowed us to grow to more than 100 acres that we have today. We've also expanded our impact through programming. Our Yetis Athletics program attract local athletes as well as athletes that come from all over the country. Many of these students, in fact, most of these students would have never attended Cleveland Community College had it not been for athletics. Some programming decisions require taking a lot of risk. Matter of fact, I've had the Board of Trustees that have looked at me and said, what is this guy doing? Why are we offering this? What do you mean we're going to offer athletics? In 2020, the college decided to withdraw from the Foothills Nursing Consortium. This was a 29-year partnership with Isothermal Community College and McDowell Technical Community College. Over the years, this partnership served the college well. It provided shared resources for an expensive program. But it also limited us. We could only admit 40 students into this RN program, and after COVID, it became painfully obvious that we needed more nurses. We had to have more nurses right here in our community. And I'm happy to say that that risk paid off. In 2024, we graduated our first 60 registered nurses from our nationally accredited associate degree nursing program. We can now admit 200 students into our RN program. So we went from 40 students in the consortium to 200 students today. In addition, the launch of new programs like the Electrical Line Worker Academy, the Heavy Equipment Operator Academy, truck driver training, barbering, medical sonography, and the list goes on, and apprenticeships have helped strengthen our partnerships with local industry and ensure that our graduates are prepared for the future today and tomorrow. Through the dedication of our trustees, faculty, and staff, and with the incredible support of the county, the state, and the philanthropic partnerships, Cleveland Community College has become one of the top performing community colleges in North Carolina. In fact, in 2023, we were ranked number 1 as the top performing community college of 58 in our system, a distinction that reflects not only our students' hard work, but the deep commitment of every employee on this campus. In 2023, 24, and 25, we proudly recognized the largest graduating classes in the college's history, an extraordinary milestone that reflects both our growth and our promise. This May, we graduated over 800 students and provided over 1,200 credentials to students in this county. Additionally, thanks to the support of the county and the state, our budget now exceeds $50 million, marking the highest level of financial capacity in the college's history. As I reflect on all that has been accomplished from those first 40 students in 1965 to nearly 9,500 students that we serve today, one thing is clear. Cleveland Community College has never stopped growing, never stopped believing in the power of education, and never stopped serving the people of Cleveland County. Our founders might have imagined the campus we see today, one that features advanced technology labs, thriving athletics, and partnerships that span across our state with institutions and industries. However, I believe they would recognize the same spirit that guided them 60 years ago, a conviction that every person deserves the opportunity to learn, to work, and to build a better life. Please join me right now as we celebrate 60 years of changing lives in Cleveland County. We have had so much support for this day. We have several people at really many different levels, federal, state, and local levels, that want to share with you. So I want to just at this time invite Brett Keeter to come forward and bring remarks on behalf of U.S. Congressman Tim Moore, who was not able to be with us today.
Thank you, Dr. Hurst, and what a day, what a good day here in Cleveland County. It's always an honor to bring regards on behalf of my boss, Congressman Tim Moore, who, unlike some places I go, I don't think I need to make an introduction for him here. His name's on one of your buildings. He's been a hallmark in this community for many, many years, but he does hate that he can't be here because this is such a big deal for his home county. But last week, he actually gave a floor speech in D.C. honoring the college, and I think we're going to show that after I wrap up here. But what a milestone. 60 years ago, a small group, largely returning veterans, having classes in rented space, to today, where you have this magnificent campus, cutting-edge training in high-demand fields like healthcare, cybersecurity, advanced manufacturing, sports, and all that brings. So you have a lot to be proud of here. And one thing you need to remember, this county has went through some hard times, and in recent years it's rebounded well. You've had really good industrial recruitment here. And you can give credit to a lot of people, but none of that would have happened without the customized training that is provided here at Cleveland Community College. So the citizens have a lot to be thankful for in their tax rates and in jobs that have been brought to this county. So thanks so much for having me today, and I'll turn it over now to my boss and the video.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to recognize Cleveland Community College on the anniversary of its founding. Since July 1st, 1965, when fewer than 40 students gathered in 2 rented buildings, Cleveland Community College has grown into a cornerstone of progress and opportunity for Cleveland County and our region. Cleveland Community College has always risen to meet the needs of our community, training returning veterans in its earliest days, and now preparing students for careers in advanced manufacturing, healthcare, and others. Thanks to strong leadership from the founding president, Dr. James Petty, and the current president, Dr. James Hurst, and the presidents in between all those years, the college now boasts state-of-the-art centers for technology, emergency services, allied health, and workforce development, along with strong partnerships with local schools and businesses. Today it stands as one of North Carolina's highest performing community colleges, in fact, one of the most high performing community colleges in the country. Congratulations again to Cleveland Community College on their 60th anniversary. With that, I yield back.
I can assure you the Congressman knows my name. You might have noticed he called me James, but I think he was highly focused on the first president. And he only had 1 minute, so there you go. Brett, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming today, and certainly appreciate Congressman Moore and his tremendous support over the years. And with that, I would like to ask our state delegates to join me on stage. Representative Kelly Hastings will provide remarks on behalf of the North Carolina House of Representatives, and Senator Ted Alexander will provide remarks on behalf of the North Carolina Senate.
I think I'm first. Is that correct? On the list. Wow. What a great day today to be in Cleveland County. What a wonderful and magnificent celebration of 60 years of this community college. I moved here in 1988 and had the privilege of being here just a little bit while Dr. Petty was still in office, and then I got to attend the swearing in, or inauguration, I guess, of Dr. Thornburg, and also James over here. Anyway, so it's been a great time to watch how the community college has evolved. And in 1965, when I was 5 years old, think about it, LBJ was president. He had just gotten sworn in January on his full term. The Vietnam War was escalating. The Voting Rights Act was passed, and Medicaid and Medicare was established. The first spacewalk, Alexei Leonov, a Soviet cosmonaut, took to space there, and then the U.S. Gemini 6 and 7 achieved the first orbital rendezvous. And then Sony introduced in 1965 the first home video cassette recorder. Think about that. The Sound of Music premiered in 1965, and the first miniskirt appeared in 1965. I don't think they were related. Muhammad Ali defeated Sonny Liston in 1965 in May. You think about it, we still had rotary dial phones. Of course, I still have mine. But we had rotary dial phones. Color TV was the big thing. It was just coming into its own then. The Cleveland County schools in 1965 began integrating in 1965. And in 1965, this institution was founded. And since that time, I just look back, and it has already somewhat been mentioned. You think of all the different components and aspects of Cleveland Community College and what they've done over the many years, and how now, when you look at it, well, for one thing, my son graduated from here. My wife at one time taught nursing here, and so it's been a part of our lives. And how excelling this institution has been in the fields of academics and the media, and I was on the Small Business Advisory Board at one time, and all the different people that have come through that have been assisted for small businesses. Just think about that, not even in the regular classes, but having the various ancillary classes. And then you have the early college high school here, and the classes in the agriculture and heavy equipment, and the industrial training, as was mentioned earlier, and the fire training and law enforcement training, and the nursing and medical stuff. It's just, it's pretty amazing the number of lives that, if you think about it, over 60 years, the number of lives that have been enriched and ennobled through Cleveland Community College. And so I'm just proud to be a part of the delegation that is supportive of this institution. The community colleges are a bright and shiny star for North Carolina nationwide. And we are just so excited to be able to be here today. And I have brought from the Senate side a certificate congratulating Cleveland Community College in honor of their 60th anniversary, and I'll present this to James over here. And then it's been signed by, of course, our Lieutenant Governor Rachel Hunt, our Senator Pro Tem Phil Berger, and myself. But again, congratulations, Jason, and for all you've done and all of you have done together to make this community the greatest place in North Carolina. So thank you. All right. All right, I'll present it to you. There we go. So there. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
First of all, it's an honor to be here, and I'll try to be brief. So, first of all, and second of all, most of the people who are involved with the foundation, the board, the staff, the whole family of Cleveland Community College has been recognized. So I don't have to do that again, but I would gladly do that if that would need to be the case. The other thing is I wanted to mention to Jeff Ledford, thanks for calling us and giving us plenty of time to prepare a representative statement. Also, I want to thank Caitlin Fontaine, my staff person, who has driven back and forth to Raleigh to try to get this statement together and officially entered into the House record for posterity and for historical purposes, and we appreciate that. And I was a student here, and that's a great honor to me. However, it makes me a little bit nervous when I come back here because I think that Dr. Hurst, after the meeting, might be really going to check my transcripts. That makes me a little nervous, but anyway, I'll survive that part of it. The other thing I wanted to mention is the impact that this school not only has on our state, but the whole country. And we have some very sensitive technological businesses in this county involved with highly technical and secretive military products, and it's just amazing to hear some of these sophisticated businesses with worldwide impact talk about the impact of this college on their particular industry and on our defense of this nation. So the last thing before turning it over to Representative Scott, I was just going to tell you that we do have this official representative statement in writing. However, the more important part will be the part that's been reduced to a YouTube video from the House floor. And when we're back in session, we'll perform that part of it and also make that part of history and posterity. So, Representative Scott.
Is it okay with what's his name if I say something? I'll just be real quick. We're here to honor and celebrate the past, and rightfully so. But I got to tell you, I'm most excited about the future because of the hard work and wise decisions that were made. The best days are yet to come, and I believe that strongly, so strongly that this is where my sons go to college on both academic and trade workforce tracks. And we are excited about the best days to come, and thank you for all you do.
Bet you can't tell which one of those guys is a pastor. Thank you guys so much. Your support has been tremendous, and we certainly could not be where we are today. I didn't mention this earlier, but over the last, really the last few years, the state legislature has delegated somewhere in the neighborhood of $50 million to come to Cleveland Community College for capital projects, renovations, and things like that. It has been significant. Significant amounts of money have been supplied by the state legislature. None of that would have happened without you guys supporting us, so thank you so much. And at this time, I want to introduce Commissioner Kevin Gordon. Chairman Gordon is certainly a great friend and supporter of the college. He also serves on the Board of Trustees, and I would like to ask him to come forward and bring remarks on behalf of the Cleveland County Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Jason. James. Don't go too far. Hey, good afternoon. It's an honor to be here today, and it's definitely a pleasure to speak to you about one of the county's greatest assets, as you've heard many times today, Cleveland Community College, and the powerful impact that it continues to make across our community. For many years, Cleveland Community College has been more than an educational institution. They have been a partner, an innovator, and a catalyst of growth in the county. Its mission aligns seamlessly with our county's vision, preparing a skilled workforce, strengthening families, and supporting a thriving local economy. One of the biggest strengths of Cleveland Community College is a commitment to meeting real local needs, whether it's advanced manufacturing, healthcare, public safety, IT, or skilled trades. The college listens closely to employers and community partners. They design programs that create direct pathways for classrooms to the workplace, ensuring our businesses have the talent they need to grow and succeed. We see this partnership at work every day through the workforce development programs, apprenticeships, customized industry training, short-term credentialing that benefits both employees, employers, and individuals seeking new opportunities. The college's collaborations with major industries such as the healthcare systems, manufacturing companies, and local businesses demonstrate an intentional bridge between education and economic development. We also benefit from the college's strong commitment to public safety. The emergency services training programs that support local law enforcement, fire, and EMS play a critical role in keeping the county safe. These programs ensure our first responders have the tools, training, and the confidence they need to serve our residents in a professional and competent manner. Cleveland Community College's impact, however, goes beyond traditional education or workforce training. It supports second chances. It strengthens families and provides opportunities that transform lives. Whether it's first-generation college students just starting their journey or an adult learner looking for reskill, or community member exploring a new pathway, Cleveland Community College creates accessibility, affordable pathways to success. As a county, we are proud to be a partner with the college on projects, initiatives, and long-term strategies to support growth and opportunity. Our shared commitment to strengthen Cleveland County forms the foundation of this partnership. When we invest in education and workforce, we invest in our future. And Cleveland Community College has proven time and time again that they are a right partner for that future. As we look ahead, I'm confident that our continued collaboration will only deepen. Together, we create stronger, more skilled, more resilient Cleveland County. I'd like to thank Cleveland Community College for your leadership, your innovation, and your unwavering commitment to this community. And thank you all for supporting the important work that moves the county forward. So before I leave, we have a proclamation for you. So if I could get Tony to come up. Tony, would you join me? Alan, would you come up as well? So Jason, if you come forward. I'm going to read this to you guys, so let it be known that the proclamation is celebrating the 60th anniversary of Cleveland Community College. Whereas on July 1st, 1965, Cleveland Community College first opened its doors as the Cleveland unit of Gaston College through the visionary efforts of Shelby Chamber of Commerce and the Cleveland County Board of Commissioners. And whereas under the leadership of its founding president, Dr. James Petty, the college began with fewer 40 students in 2 rented buildings on North Morgan Street, offering programs such as practicing medicine, nursing, quick growing into a vital educational resource for the county and beyond. And whereas in 1967, the institution became an independent entity known as Cleveland County Technical Institute, later evolving into Cleveland County Technical College, and ultimately Cleveland Community College, and reflecting this expanding mission to serve students, veterans, and the county through education, innovation, and opportunity. And whereas the past 6 decades, Cleveland Community College has advanced workforce development, expanded academic offerings, and fostered countless partnerships that have strengthened both the local economy and the quality of life of Cleveland County citizens. And whereas the college has continued to grow under dedicated leadership of Presidents Dr. James Petty, Dr. Steve Thornburg, and Dr. Jason Hurst, each contributing to the legacy and excellence in education, service, and innovation. And whereas Cleveland Community College has consistently demonstrated a commitment to student success and community engagement, earning national recognition as one of the top performing community colleges in the United States and ranking as a top performing community college in North Carolina in 2023. Wow, y'all laid this one on. We're going to find Phyllis something else to do. Give me a break. And Cleveland College's strong partnership with Cleveland County and Cleveland County schools and local industry have led in the transformative projects such as LeGrand Center, the Brown Emergency Training Center, and the Speaker Tim Moore Advanced Technology Center, each serving as a cornerstone of educational and economic development in our region. Whereas in 2024, Cleveland Community College proudly celebrated the largest graduation class in history, conferring over 1,000 credentials and continuing its mission to meet students where they are, helping those achieve their goals and realize their full potential. And now therefore it be resolved that Cleveland County Board of Commissioners does hereby recognize and celebrate the 60th anniversary of Cleveland Community College, honors an outstanding contributions to education, workforce development, and community advancement. And be it further resolved that the board expresses its deepest gratitude to the administration, faculty, staff, students, alumni, and community partners which have made 6 decades of success possible, and looks forward with great pride and optimism to the college's continuing growth and leadership in the years to come. Adopted the 10th day of December 2025, and this has been signed by the board, all board of the commissioners with the county seal. Congratulations. So I'll get a picture of that? Yeah. Seals on the back of these. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much. Really, really appreciate the tremendous support that the county provides us, so thank you guys. Mayor Stan Anthony has a long history with Cleveland Community College. Matter of fact, he played a major role in the design of the Jack Hunt Campus Center. So if you guys have questions about those triangular shaped rooms, this guy is responsible. So today, he brings remarks on behalf of the city of Shelby. Mayor, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, James. I need to clarify one thing. I did not design that building. I did serve as a young intern architect in my early days as an architect. I am a retired architect now, but this place, Cleveland Community College, has always held a very special place in my heart. I'm old enough to remember when the community college was in the old post office building where the Arts Council is now. And it gives my heart so much pride to see this campus now with all the improvements, with this beautiful building and all that's been done and all that continues to be done. As mayor of our community here, it gives me a great source of pride to when I tell people to come in to town, and they're coming in on Marion Street, I say, look at our beautiful community college. One of the things some of you may not be aware of is how important this college is, not only to educating our people, our kids, our students, lifelong learning, but in economic development. I've had the opportunity working with the county and some of the initiatives to bring new industry into our county. And one of the things that I've heard repeatedly from folks that come to our community and look at our town, our county, is you have an outstanding community college. We don't see that everywhere. They are so attentive to try to provide the kind of training that new industry is looking for. So thank you, Dr. Hurst, Dr. Thornburg, and Dr. Petty for the leadership that y'all provided to this community. And if there is anything our city can do as the county seat of this wonderful county, we're here to continue to be your partner. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Anthony. We also have Mayor Janet Gerald of Kingstown who is here, and I think she has a proclamation that she'd like to read.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my honor and my privilege to be here to represent the town of Kingstown this afternoon, and we are truly honored to be able to proclaim the goodness of Cleveland Community College, and look forward to the interactions, the interfaces that we will have with this college in the future. And this is a very brief proclamation, but as heartfelt as the others. Proclamation celebrating the 60th anniversary of Cleveland Community College in Shelby, North Carolina. Whereas Cleveland Community College was founded in 1965 with the mission to provide exceptional education foster innovation, and serve as a beacon of opportunity for students from all walks of life. And whereas for 60 years, Cleveland Community College has enriched our community, our state, and our nation by preparing graduates who contribute meaningfully to the fields such as nursing, technology, radiography, surgical technology, firefighter academy, aircraft rescue training, paramedic and EMT training, beauty school and lineman training, early college, high school, continuing education programs, and by promoting values of integrity, scholarship, and service. And whereas the faculty, staff, alumni, and students of Cleveland Community College have demonstrated unwavering dedication to academic excellence, community engagement, and the advancement of knowledge. And whereas the town of Kingstown, North Carolina, recognizes the profound impact Cleveland Community College has had in shaping leaders, strengthening our economy, and inspiring future generations. Now, therefore, I, Janet Lynch Gerald, Mayor of Kingstown, North Carolina, do hereby proclaim December 10th, 2025 as Cleveland Community College 60th Anniversary Day, and encourage all citizens to join in celebrating the remarkable history, achievements, and bright future of this esteemed institution. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of Kingstown, North Carolina, to be affixed this December 10th, 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And I would just add, we have a lot of municipalities in Cleveland County, and we had to cut it off because everyone wanted to come and read a proclamation. So if you made it, just consider yourselves lucky. I mentioned earlier the impact that Dr. Steve Thornburg had on the history of our college. And I'm so pleased to have him here today as he comes and provides remarks. Dr. Thornburg.
Well, congratulations on 60 years of helping local citizens achieve their goals and dreams. I thank you a great deal for letting me play a part in the history of this college and for including me in today's activities. The college means so much to me because it was my professional life. 27 years, that's almost a career to retire from the state of North Carolina. It's hard to put it into brief words. And I will stress that in all the communications, it was be brief, be brief. And I'm looking for Kristen. She's outside. She worked here while I was here. And she knows that the name Steve Thornburg and the word brief don't go together in anything. But I have made just a few notes, and I wanted just to share a few of my memories. I'm going to start with the more of the negative memory. Probably the lowest point in my career at this college was in the early 1990s. We had identified the need to build what's now the Paxoy Center and an emergency training center. And we went forth to pass a bond referendum to build that. And we were soundly defeated. Now I say soundly, we lost, but it wasn't as bad as I make it sound, but it sure felt bad. And I had a funk that I went into. And I'll never forget sitting down with our board chair at the time, a founding board member of the college who was board chair for close to 25 years, John Shank. And Mr. Shank and I sat at his office over at his home off Westfield Road, and he just said, Steve, you know, we as a board don't hold you responsible for losing that bond. There's something that we all could have done to have worked harder to maybe pass it. We'll have another chance. And 2 years later, we had that chance. And that became possibly one of the highest points of my career here, because we passed a bond that allowed us to build a little more than we had planned with the Paxhoy Center, and much more than we had planned with the Emergency Training Center, and we carried every box in the county. It was a resounding success. I want to thank Commissioner Gordon, who did a lot of work helping us communicate with our fire and rescue communities about what our vision was and how it would benefit the long-term emergency safety for our community. Now, perhaps another extremely high point during my time here was going through 3 reaffirmations of our accreditation with the Commission on Colleges of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. Excuse me. And I owe a great deal of gratitude to someone who's no longer with us, Dr. Noel Likens, who led us through the first reaffirmation when I was here, and Dr. Dottie McIntyre, who we were able to celebrate a few weeks ago with a dedication of a naming opportunity for her on campus, who led us through another reaffirmation, and Dr. Laura Bowen, who I believe still heads up that area here on campus, allowing us to maintain the high standards of colleges throughout the Southeast. Perhaps another highest achievement during my time here it happened over and over and over again during my tenure. And that would be each employee that we hired sitting down with me in my office, discussing why they wanted to work at the college, and me offering them a job here. Because I remember that, I shook their hand, I was excited for them. For the most part, they were excited, maybe not with the dollar offer, but they were excited with the job offer. And I just have fond memories of all of the employees who were here. When I retired, and I'm looking for Phyllis Champion, Phyllis was always, I say this with a lot of love, but Phyllis was always a thorn in my side, because I was retiring and she was the only employee that I never hired. She was hired by Dr. Petty, and she's still here. But I thank each of those employees for what they did to make this college a success. It doesn't really matter who's in what leadership roles. Every employee has a valuable role to contribute to student success. What everyone does, whether it be cleaning the floor, servicing a vehicle, teaching in a classroom, helping with financial aid, whatever each individual employee does contributes to the overall success of the college, and that makes our students successful. The college has a wonderful history of helping people in this community reach their goals and dreams, whatever they may be. That may be a job, it may be going on to a 4-year institution. Whatever that dream may be, the college has always been there to help open doors and provide success. I just want to thank each of you, employees of the institution, for what you do. And I want to congratulate each of you and the institution on continuing to change lives and improve this community. Best wishes for many future celebrations.
Thank you, Dr. Thornburg. It's great to hear from you and just your many, many years of experience and the leadership that you provided here. So thank you for your time here. A lot of changes occurred over that period of time. And finally, just to let everyone know, our last speaker is coming up. Chairman Alan Langley has served the college for many, many years. Matter of fact, he is the oldest member of the Board of Trustees. I mean, the longest-serving member of the Board of Trustees. He is the first trustee, Cleveland Community College, to serve on the National Trustee Association. He serves on the State Trustee Association and the National Association. And it is my pleasure to invite Chairman of the Cleveland Community College Board of Trustees and my friend, Alan Langley.
Thank you, John. I guess we need to start calling you JJ now. James, Jason, Hurst. Dr. Thornburg, I will tell you that I was disappointed that I wasn't one of the highlights of being your trustee when I got on your board. Maybe you feel like Jason and it's like a thorn in your side, just like Phyllis. So let me start. Dr. Hurst, Dr. Thornburg, fellow trustees, elected officials, staff, and guests. Today we recognize and honor the remarkable history of Cleveland Community College. I've had the honor of serving on this board since 2013. And as chairman this year, my time on this board has been some of the most fulfilling years of my life. As we reflect on the past 60 years, I invite all of us to pause and consider a simple but profound question. What would the community look like if the college wasn't here? Think of the opportunities that would be lost, the careers that would never take shape, the families whose future would never be forever changed. It's difficult to me to imagine a county without Cleveland Community College, and I want to recognize the achievement and legacies of Dr. Petty, Dr. Thornburg, and Dr. Hurst. You should all be very proud of your accomplishments. At this time, I would like for you to stand up, Dr. Thornburg. You're standing. And everybody give these two gentlemen a great round of applause. Thank you for your service. I also want to thank my fellow trustees. As a trustee, we have the best job on the planet. We get to shape the lives of students, which makes the world a better place. At this time, I'd like for the trustees present to stand for a round of applause. Thank you guys for your commitment to the college. And along with that success, I want to thank the faculty and staff of CCC, who are the essence of this college. If you're an employee of Cleveland Community College, please stand so we can appreciate you and all you do for the college and its students. Mark, I was going to say, I've never seen you so dressed up. You look really good dressed up. Yeah. Thank you so much for being with us today, and I hope all of y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And always remember that Christmas is not a time of year, it's a place of the heart, and I hope you'll be able to keep that all year long. And with that, I bid you farewell, and thank you for my opportunity to be here. Dr. Hurst?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, really the only anxiety I had about this event today was knowing that my chairman was going to get up and have the microphone. But we gave him a script, and you did great, Alan. You did a good job. You stayed right on script.
Kristen threatened me if I didn't.
The future of Cleveland Community College is bright, not because of any single person, building, or program, but because of the people who believe in what we do. Together, we are transforming lives, strengthening families, and fueling the economic engine for our community. So today, as we celebrate 60 years of excellence, let us also look forward with gratitude for where we've been and with great excitement for where we're headed. Thank all of you for being a part of this celebration today and this incredible journey, and for continuing to make Cleveland Community College a place where opportunity truly changes lives. Happy 60th anniversary, Cleveland Community College. thank you all so much for being here today and for your support. Continue to enjoy fellowshipping, and if there's any food left, whatever. But thank you guys for being here today.